Loneliness is part of the self-improvement journey. The moment you decide to improve yourself, you're going to be lonely, isolated. People are not going to understand your vibe. People are not going to understand the way you think. And you're going to find yourself being alone most of the time. That's what comes along with the journey. Now, before I break the video down, guys, make sure to smash that like button, make sure to hit the red subscribe button, and also leave a comment down below on your self-improvement journey or your journey on being lonely. So the first thing you'll realize on self-improvement is that most people do not understand it. Most people are not with it. So when you try to explain to people what you're trying to do, what you're trying to manifest, or you're trying to change your shape, your body, or write a book, people are going to be confused, and they're not going to understand and resonate with you, because most people stay the same their whole life. That's why you resonate with these people, because they're in the same position and you have common interests. But the moment you try to go on a self-improvement journey, you're going away from partying, going away from just wasting time, and you're focusing your attention on what matters most. You find yourself separating from people and find yourself being alone. That's literally part of the journey, bro. So what I'm meant to tell you is that you're not alone on the journey. Everyone who's on this journey of self-improvement has experienced this one way or another. That's why it's very important, if you haven't got friends or family who understand or resonate with you, then you need to join a group. That's why I also encourage you guys to join the Discord group, because on the Discord group that we have, there's plenty of people who are on a self-improvement journey, a conscious journey, no-fab journey, just leveling up. So it's very important to have at least a virtual community that you can communicate with and share your thoughts with, or anything that you're struggling with. People will be there to help you. So make sure to hit the link in the description and check out the Discord group. That's an online community where we're all trying to raise each other up and get to the highest version of yourself. So at least if you're not having anyone next to you, at least you can go online and find that community. Now, another thing you have to realize is that it's very important on your self-improvement journey to have hobbies and self-interest. Like, you don't want to get too caught up in working hard every single day, like forgetting about everything. You need to do something that you enjoy to do once in a while, whether that's a long walk, whether that is something, reading a book, or something that makes you happy, something that makes you feel good, bro. You need to be doing that consistently, because it's good to detach from the work. Not every single second, every minute needs to be hard work and grinding. Sometimes it's good to just, fade away for a little bit and just do something like outside of that. Go travel, go sightseeing, whatever you're into, just do that in order for your mind to disconnect from it. Because otherwise it gets to be too much, too stressful, constantly thinking about leveling up. So make sure you do whatever that is for you. Now, one way to feel good on your self-improvement journey, or if you feel alone, is to look back at your old pictures and videos, man. This is something that's so joyful, because when you look back at your pictures from 3 years ago and you look at the way you look, and you can kind of see like your mindset, or you look at old videos and you look back and you see the growth, like, wow, I used to be, let's say, overweight, or I used to be doing this type of things, and now I'm on a different level. So seeing the progress you've made, bro, just check yourself, man. Like, where was you 6 months ago? Where was you 1 or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago? Looking at the stages in your life, bro, and looking how you've evolved in that will bring joy and like energy for you to keep going on this journey, bro. So it's very important to look at the old pictures, man. It's good anyway for your mindset, but just to see that you're actually growing. Because sometimes when you're on a self-improvement journey, it feels like you're stuck in the same position, you're doing the same thing over and over again. But it's only when you compare yourself to your previous, like a year or two ago, when you realize that, wow, I've actually made a big step into my life and I'm making progress. So always check back at old pictures and videos, and that will give you joy and energy to keep on pushing. But the main thing I want to tell you guys is that the sacrifice is worth it. I know right now it seems like it's boring, or you're doing the same thing over again, or it's not joyful, but you sacrifice in the short term, you're going to have like a lot of benefits in the future, because like you have to realize that short-term gratification only goes so far. Short-term gratification feels good in the moment, but in the long term, you're going to be suffering. Whereas if you focus on long-term gratification, in the short term, it might seem a struggle, but overall, you'll get better. So don't get your mind focused on the now, or let me go to the party, let me have fun, let me do this, and focus on how you feel right now. Look at life as a marathon, as a long process. So the more you think of longevity, the better it's going to be for you. You understand? Because the people who are focusing on short term, the partying, drugs, or just doing all of these things that they want to do, if you watch them and how their life plans out, you'll see in 5-10 years, they're not going to be where they want to be, and they're going to be disappointed and mentally not sound. Whereas if you sacrifice the parties and all of these short-term things, playing video games, and you focus on putting the work in, developing your character, in the long term, you're going to look at yourself like, wow, I'm so grateful I took them sacrifices, and you're going to be in a much better position, physical, mental, spiritually. You understand? So it's a long game, bro. Just because you're not feeling good right now or lonely right now doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. Whenever you look at the great minds, like people who have like achieved something big in the world, of course they had a team, but most of the time they work by themselves. The Nikola Tesla's, the Einsteins, like there's always by themselves working. Yeah, they had their colleagues who helped them, but most of the time it's grinding by themselves, bro. So if you want to be great, you want to take yourself to the next level, your mind, your body, you have to be comfortable by being by yourself, man. It's a good trait to have, because if you're comfortable and good alone, then one, you're unfazed by life. Two, you don't need to leech onto people or depend on anyone to make you happy. Whether it's like your parents, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you're good by yourself. You see, most people, they're not good by themselves. They constantly need someone there. They need a friend. They need a boyfriend. They need a girlfriend. They need someone around them. But if you're good and content with yourself, then if people are into your life, it'd be great. If no one's in your life, it's still great. So that self-reliance, that strength and motivation comes from you. No external factor affects you, and that's a beautiful position to be in. Now, having said all that, I'm not encouraging you not to socialize with people. It's still good once in a while, even if your friends are negative or not on the self-improvement journey. Once in a blue moon, in a month, 2 months, go hang around with them, man. Don't interact with people, because at the end of the day, we're social beings, you understand? So it's not to just isolate yourself in a cave and then become a genius. Like, that's not the point of self-improvement, you know? You still need to speak and engage and, be around people. Like, that's all part of the process. We cannot just say, you know what, I'm just going to isolate myself. I don't want to see anyone for the next 5-10 years. I'm going to come back and be Einstein. Like, bro, it's going to have a negative effect on your mental health. But like I said, if you haven't got no one you can talk to on that level of self-improvement, consciousness, spirituality, or growing in general, then make sure to join the Discord group, because there's a community there that everyone's on the same page. We've got hundreds of people all on the same page trying to improve their mind, book recommendation, health, fitness, whatever you're into in your self-improvement journey, you'll find someone who is there also walking that same path. If you're struggling or if you have advice to give, perfect place to go to. Now, always remember, struggle is part of the process. Struggling, feeling lonely, self-doubt, all of that is part of the process. See, the journey doesn't go like this. You go up and you go down. You go up and you go down. But overall, you're making progress as long as you don't give up. So feeling lonely or feeling like having depression, anxiety, whatever that is, bro, it's part of the process, but you have to keep on going. I always tell you guys, you only lose when you give up. So don't expect the journey to be easy. Don't expect the self-improvement journey just to be one big fairy tale, bro. It's a roller coaster, a constant roller coaster. Trial and error and feeling like you're not progressing and, over and over again. So you have to stay true to the journey, stay focused, have your daily routine and make sure that you're following it. You understand? Follow your daily routine, follow the protocols, make sure that you're progressing every single day, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. You're working on every area of life in order for it to be balanced. You understand? You have to live a balanced life. Don't just focus on your finances or just your physical health. Everything, your physical health, mental, spiritual, financial, all of them things need to be up for you to live a well-balanced life. If you're focusing too much on finances and you're neglecting your physical health, there's going to be imbalance. If you're focusing too much spiritually and you're not focusing on your finances, then there's going to be an imbalance. But when you focus on every single area of life, then you can live a well-balanced life and be joyful, be happy with who you are and where you're going in life. So it's very, very important, guys, man, to stay true on the journey. It gets lonely. It gets very, very lonely. You feel like, man, is it even worth it? No one's even walking my path. I can't relate to people. I feel like an alien in this world. All of these thoughts come across your mind, man. It crossed my mind, definitely. Thinking, is this even worth it? Why am I the only one who's even doing this thing, this type, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's constant confusion, but all I'm here to tell you is that it's part of the journey. Make sure you connect with other people on the Discord group. Make sure you stay true and realize that sacrifice will be worth it. Also, check out your old pictures and videos so you can analyze where you were 6 months ago, 1 year ago, and realize that people are not going to understand you, bro. They're not going to understand your journey. They're not going to understand your mindset. They're not going to understand why you are living life a certain way, but you have to simply accept it and keep it pushing, man, and connect and speak to the people who do understand. And remember, make sure to socialize, man. Do not like segregate yourself too much, man. Put yourself around people sometimes, go to the occasional party or gathering or get food with your friends, but then you come back straight back to business, man. This is an endless journey, man. There's no limit to what you can be, so keep grinding, bro, and don't give up on yourself, man. Do not give up. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how depressed you get or anxious you get, do not give up. Keep going, bro, and you'll see the light, man. You'll get the success that you've been desiring for a long period of time, man. It's all going to be worth it. Now, make sure to hit the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and comment down below your experience on your self-improvement or your being lonely, bro. Comment down below. Let me know what you've been through.